I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Watson hands this to Foreman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They run again with Foreman. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Now it's Watson. He gets this one to Bruce Ellington. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Time running out here on the play clock. Here's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly against, probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Oh, barely. They snapped it at 1. Now Palmer. Caught by Nelson left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
rookie first-rounder from LSU. It's Leonard Fournette. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Play action. Now Palmer. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Christian Covington continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Palmer gets him set. 3rd and long for the Cardinals after the sack. They go play action now. Palmer forced out to his left. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded just inside the 20. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. Not much room to run. Just gets it to the 35 after showcasing his tough running. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2nd down following the run. Again, it's Foreman. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
I can't help it. I'm just sitting back in admiration right now. This defense tells everyone that plays against them, you're not beating us running the football. That's who we are. That's what we're about. It's not going to happen. If you're going to beat us, you better pick another way.
Fuller brings it in over the middle. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed. And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. From the shotgun, it's Palmer. Throw left side complete. That's Hodges. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hodges. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That one good for 7 that time. And the Cards are going to have a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Again, it's Fournette. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They go play action with Palmer. Steps away to his left. Palmer's hit, fumble. He loses the football, and the Texans scoop it. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
On the toss, here's Foreman. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let him outside where they can really shoot.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Chandler Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Let's go! Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Off by Jonathan Joseph. Well, we have a minute. We remind you that later tonight we'll have a couple of NFC East rivals squaring off, the Eagles and the Cowboys from Big D.
Or Arlington. Got to make sure we get it right.
To be more precise there in the Metroplex. Then tomorrow night, Week 11, we'll wrap up with a playoff rematch from the divisional round a year ago, the Falcons and Seahawks, but this time from Seattle. A run by Foreman to start the drive. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll run with Foreman. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Now Watson. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Marcus Golden. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here now, Shane Leckler, 41-year-old punter, to kick it away. Back deep, J.J. Nelson. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Now it's the backup Gabbert. Throw left side complete. That's Hodges. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not got much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give him a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Dumps it off to Fournette. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Fournette, a first down carry. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Off the play fake, Gabbert. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson, as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Play action, Gabbert. And this one is incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And that is incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Fielded at the 20. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And this one's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. The Texans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Watson now to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And room there to work it inside the 25. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
Here's a give to Fournette. Fournette, first down, still going. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And he's able to put it through. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Play clock winding down. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now a quick handoff, and this is the fullback, Prosh. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. The Texans on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now Foreman. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's third down.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. There'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Just 1 yard to go here on 2nd down. A handoff to Fournette, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he's got his man. It's Darbo. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
First down, Gabbert. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Throwing again. Gabbard on 2nd and 10. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. They begin with a run by Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald, 78 yards. And the Cardinals have broken the tie.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
A carry for Foreman, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. The Texans on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is third down and 12. Here's Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Let's go! Ohio!
Here's Foreman, and he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a toss play. This is Foreman. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Let's go!
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
I'm ready now for 2nd and 9. From the gun, Gabbard. That's complete right around the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that can come back and get you.
Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
This offense so far on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Now they send the tight end in motion left. They'll go with a big back Fournette. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. Leonard Fournette denied on 4th and goal. And his Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go! What? Nothing! What? Nothing! We got three deal. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Ohio!
They run it again with Williams. And he'll get this up only to about the 22. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Let's go! What?
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. A road win in the National Football League.